This video will continue to look at minor key harmony. In this video, we will be concentrating on the Melodic Minor and its 2-5-1 language. In reality, we rarely hear jazz soloists, especially modern players, playing harmonic minor over an entire minor 2-5 sequence. The majority of modern jazz soloists approach minor key centers using modes constructed from the melodic minor. However, this isn't as straightforward as using a harmonic minor 2-5. This is because you can't borrow all the harmonic information from the 1 chord to use on the 2, 5 and the 1, as we do with harmonic minor tonal centers. Let's find out why and how we can access melodic minor harmony for 2-5-1 sequences. Here are the 7 modes of the melodic minor, which we looked at in a previous video. Let's look more closely at the 2nd and 5th modes, labelled as Dorian flat 5 and Mixolydian flat 13. To see what problems they throw up, and then look at the way to make melodic minor harmony work, let's have a closer look. In other tonal centers, for instance major and harmonic minor, you select the mode at the 2nd degree of the scale for your 2 chord. Here's a typical minor tonal center. And now here's the 2nd degree of the scale in the melodic minor, the Dorian flat 9. To work with our chord sequence above, it needs to have this in its chord structure: a minor 3rd, a minor or flat 7, and crucially, it needs to have a flat 5. This mode doesn't have a flat 5, which in turn means we can't use the 2nd mode of the melodic minor for our 2 chord. So how can we use melodic minor harmony on the 2 chord? We need to find a melodic minor mode that works with the chord tones in the 2 minor 7 flat 5. So here's a hint: it comes from a different degree of the scale, i.e. not the 2nd degree. Let's look for the chord symbol at the end of the mode that corresponds to a minor 7 flat 5. There we go. How about this at the 6th degree of the melodic minor? You'll see the chord fits, but the mode itself is an A. Its first mode is an A. The parent key is C melodic minor. Therefore, the 1 is the 1st degree. But the only chord that fits the 2, i.e. has the minor 3rd, a flat 7 and flat 5, is the 6th degree of the melodic minor, and in this case it starts with an A Locrian natural 9. Which means it definitely won't fit with our minor 2-5-1, which should be a D Locrian, not an A Locrian. So to use the melodic minor, we need to find D Locrian natural 9. And we've just worked out we can't get that from C melodic minor as the parent scale. We know the correct mode to use in a melodic minor 2-7 flat 5 is found at the 6th degree of the parent melodic minor scale. Therefore, we need to work out which melodic minor has D as its 6th note. The answer is D is the 6th note of F melodic minor. Here's F melodic minor with all its associated modes. Let's look at the mode in the 6th degree. It's D Locrian natural 9. As the chord tones fit, we can use this mode for our 2-5-1 in C minor or C melodic minor. This mode also has a couple of subtle differences from its harmonic minor 2 as well. The most significant is the natural 9, which gives the chord a very contemporary sound. To differentiate between this melodic minor version of R2 and our harmonic minor version, we spell it slightly differently. We spell it as a 2 minor 9 flat 5, indicating a natural and not flattened 9 in the chord symbol. In this case it's D minor 9 flat 5. So we have the same problem with finding a 5/7 chord from the parent scale of the melodic minor. Let's look at the full modes again. Let's keep looking at 2-5-1 in C minor. Now if we were looking for G7 flat 9, we can't use the 5th mode of C melodic minor. Whilst it's a dominant, it doesn't have a flat 9. The only mode that can fit the 5/7 flat 9 chord is the 7th degree, known as the altered scale. So we know that the correct mode to use in a melodic minor 5/7 flat 9 is found at the 7th degree of the parent melodic minor scale. Therefore, we need to work out which melodic minor has G as its 7th note. And the answer is G is the 7th note of A flat melodic minor. So here's A flat melodic minor with all its associated modes. Let's look at the mode of the 7th degree. It's G altered. As the chord tones fit, we can use this mode for our 2-5-1 in C minor. The mode is significantly different from its harmonic minor 5/7 counterpart. It has a flat 5 and a sharp 5 and a major and minor third 2. It's often considered the go-to scale for contemporary jazz musicians when playing on dominant chords in minor tonality. To differentiate between this melodic minor version of our 5/7 flat 9 and our harmonic version, we spell it differently. We call this 5/7 the 5/7 altered. In this case it's G7 altered. And finally, the root of our 2-5-1 is the parent scale. In this case, C melodic minor. One thing to note, a 1 chord in a melodic minor can also be written as a C minor 6 or a C minor 6/9. This is because it's got a natural 6th, and remember that 6 can replace major 7 as we saw in an earlier video. So, now we've learnt about where modes come from for the melodic minor. It does seem fairly complicated and a little bit daunting, certainly trying to work out which note of the 6th degree of the scale is for the 2 or the 7th note for the 5. So there's actually 3 easy rules to make working out a 2-5-1 in melodic minor tonal center much easier. Rule 1. For the 2 chord, or the minor 7 flat 5 chord, use the melodic minor scale a minor third up. You can see here that the chord is D minor 7 flat 5. By going up a minor third to F, you'll find the appropriate melodic minor scale and therefore the appropriate harmony. Rule 2. For the 5/7 flat 9 chord, use the melodic minor scale a semitone up. In this case we've got G, go a semitone up to A flat, and you'll find the appropriate melodic minor scale and therefore the appropriate harmony. And lastly, for the 1 chord, just use the home melodic minor scale, i.e. play it from the root. So, as a little test, let's add the appropriate melodic minor chord modes for the following 2-5-1 in D. First the 2 chord. Well, we know we need to use the 6th mode of the melodic minor, and the E therefore is the 6th node of G melodic minor. Next, the 5 chord. Well, we use the 7th degree or mode of the melodic minor. A is the 7th note of B melodic minor, or B flat, forgive me. And lastly, the 1 chord is its own parent scale. We could also add melodic minor type or melodic minor style chords, changing the 2 chord for a minor 9 flat 5 and the 1 chord to a minor 6/9. You can mix harmonic and melodic minors to create a hybrid sequence. For instance, let's look at the first few bars of Stella by Starlight by Victor Young. You'll see on the 2 chord, you could use a melodic minor scale. You use the melodic minor scale a minor third away from the 2, which at this moment is E. So in this case, you go up an upper minor third to G, and you get the harmony from G melodic minor. And for the 5 chord, use the 5th degree of the harmonic minor rather than melodic. So the 5th degree of D harmonic minor, which you can see is written out here. If you are going to mix these 2 different tonalities, do it sparingly. Just out of it, just a little bit of interest here. The following chord, the C minor 7, is not a 1 chord. It's a 2 chord, which leads to F7, which suggests B flat major as the tonality. In the next video, we'll start looking at extensions and how to construct more descriptive chords using them.